Well, here it is. A little project I've been working on for the past probably month. Built my own smoker, pretty much from scrap metal. This is the first time I've used it. I didn't run a burn through it last night, but it's basic. As you can see, you'll see from the pictures that I put in the video. It's a 55-gallon oil drum, and then the front side of it here, you see I fabricated the handle. It's just 1/2-inch square stock steel. The spout here is exhaust from a Dodge pickup truck. I got some diamond plate for the baffle, and then the little 45 ACP shell on for the button. The grill here came off of my old grill. The legs were the same stock steel that the handle is made of. It's 1/2-inch square tube. The burn part of it here, the burn box, I didn't have time to finish it the way I wanted to, but I am going to build a proper 1/4-inch steel burn box for it. A little bigger than this one. This is actually a steel kerosene can. You can see on the front here I put the door, which is hot. You see the grate and everything in there. And then I have the drafter on the front here. I pretty much welded everything together. The only part that's bolted together is the firebox is bolted to the barrel itself. I wanted to have the external barrel, the external burn box, so it would save the barrel. It wouldn't, burn the barrel out on me. Between the burn box and the barrel, I have a 1/4-inch steel plate that I cut into the shape of the back of the barrel there to act as a heat sink, so it won't burn through the barrel. Because I burn mesquite most of the time. I burn mesquite wood, and it burns really, really hot. You can tell here if you look at the thermometer. It's at 550 degrees. It's pretty hot. That's because I just filled it. Of course, it's going to go down. It'll go down from there a little bit. I did paint it with the heat-proof paint. Of course, eventually it's gonna burn off, especially on the burn barrel, because that barrel is gonna get super hot. But as of right now, it works pretty good. We'll open it up here and we'll have a look inside. Ooh, it's hot. See, we got some brisket in there, got some chicken, got some pork ribs. Looks good. So yeah, you can build stuff like this from scrap metal. Something I wanted to do for a long time. It's something I wanted to do for a long time. All I did was I pretty much used a welder and a sawzall. That's and a drill to make it. It didn't take too much, a little bit of time, of course, but you can collect a lot of the scrap metal. You could collect for free or purchase it pretty cheaply if you wanted to. The most expensive thing on it was the paint. I probably spent $30 or $40 in paint just to prevent it from rusting, because it's going to stay outside. It's going to be under the awning here, but it's going to be outside all the time. But yeah, it works pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it so far. This will be the first test of it. So you see on the back side here, I welded steel hinges on it. You see the hinges there. So that's how the lid opens and closes. Now on a barrel here, if you cut it real carefully, you can see the end of it. Right there. You can leave the seam in the barrel on it and actually hold it. What I did was I didn't cut it all the way through. I just cut along the seam and only cut the skin of the barrel, and then left the roll where they put the bottoms on it, so that actually supports it. And then in the front here, I welded a baffle, which also prevents heat escaping out of it. Just a plate underneath it. I'm pretty pleased with it though. It seems to work good. My other one was starting to rust out. Of course, they only last so long, and then they burn, the constant heat and stuff, especially high heat. Like I said, with the mesquite, it's really, really hot. So they only last so long, but I'm gonna put some pictures in at the end here, show you some of the construct. I didn't get any video building it because it took me such a long time. I was doing little bits of it, after work in the evening, or if I went in a little bit early, I'd work on it a little bit before I started work. And like I said, it took me a long time because I wasn't working on it all the time. But it's there's still things I want to do to it to adjust it. Like I said, I want to build the other firebox, and I want to put some feet and stuff on the legs. But other than that, it's enough for me to use it. But yeah, it just shows you what you can do with a little bit of time, a welder, and some steel. Make something useful. I'm going to put some pictures on the end of the video here, show you some construction. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Ooh, yeah. The fire there. Looking good. Ah, yes. Smell of mesquite. It's tough to beat smoked beef.